you stuck.
Yep. And that goes on to another thing too, but like your thoughts are energy, you know?
Yep.
It's a lot of things, you know? That goes to your mind, you know?
Yep.
Like for us, even like, when we thought about doing this podcast, we put in our minds, you know, of helping people, you know? We put that out there so we could, it's like almost like our little logo that you did, Natalie. See the energy coming off our minds for others, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What we're doing, trying to help others understand what it is, how it is, and how it works. Because we've experienced it, we've touched it, we felt it, and we studied it.
Yep. And it came about with our walking and talking.
Yes.
Because we walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it just flows. Again, you get your body moving.
Right.
Your mind is open. We're outside in nature.
Yes. Let's think about when we first met each other. Like, you know, we came together based on energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about how we met.
I remember.
I was like, hey, check out this. I told you I was going to send,
Arizona.
However.
But before you even told me that.
Yeah.
You were riding on the bike.
Yes.
And I don't know if we had ever said hi in the past, just in friendliness.
Right.
But somehow you were telling someone maybe that you had just had surgery or your mom passed or something. Somehow you were talking to someone else that I was standing there with.
Right.
And you asked I asked you about your mom.
Right.
And do you ever feel like she's around you? And you said every day.
Right.
And then that started our conversation of being open to, I knew you were.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, you were
to have that conversation.
Yeah, you were we were attracted to each other because of that. We don't know how we came together. It was the energy that brought us together because it was time. And then when I went to Sedona and I came back, I'm like, check this orb of a hover. You're like, oh yeah, well check this out. You make my little orb of the day. You're like, well check out these 3,000 orbs that follow me. Yeah. Oh, is that all you got?
No, I thought it was amazing. I was like, she sees it too. She sees it too. She understands.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, that part.
And you need people around you that you can talk to. Or you need podcasts like this one that will hopefully make you not feel alone in your thoughts that might be deeper than other people are willing to go. But that's what we're here for.
Right.
And we hope that people write in with questions and topics and things they want to hear about. Because we're still learning every day.
Yes.
Nobody has all the answers.
No.
All we have is our intuition, what we feel, and what we get signs and synchronicities on, and we want to share that. Because we've been doing it for probably close to 2 years, talking about all this stuff with maybe 1 to 2 other friends. But mostly me and you go deep diving into things because certain things resonate and other things don't. And we're trying to put it together. But all of it involves energy.
Yeah, and everything is energy. Yes.
And it's not just in your mind. We call it energy minds because that's where we store the information for us and we store it in our body. Mm-hmm. But truly, it's some people struggle with, is that just my mind? You know, is that voice I'm hearing coming from something else? But once you tap in and you start listening, that's that energy, that soul, that inner knowing.
Right. And one of my tricks
will guide you.
Yeah, one of my little tricks that I use when I hear voice, when I hear sometimes, I'll say to myself, does it confuse me? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm confused, I'm like, well, maybe it's not, however. But what if it's just clear and straight to the point and this and that, you know?
Yeah.
That is energy. Because sometimes there's other energies that are also too, that's like a darker side that we'll get to one day. But that talk to you too. It's always like kind of like that thing we've seen in cartoons growing up, the angel on one side and the darkness on the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I just ask for signs. Because energy, wherever it's coming from, wherever you believe it's coming from, we believe we have spirit guides and protectors out there for us and maybe loved ones too and angels, and they will give us signs when we need them, especially when you are on hard times. Mm-hmm. They will come through and make themselves seen so that you know you're not alone.
Yep. And the one thing is to listen. You have to listen. You have to pay attention, like you said, to the signs.
Yeah.
They do show up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's constantly, if you just be quiet and be still, they're constantly being talked to, constantly being told, what direction to go. Sometimes they call it in India, the monkey mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always just all this chatter
And the
all
noise.
the time. Yeah.
The noise that will distract you.
Yes.
And you have to learn to decipher between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken us years to get to where we are now.
Right.
But if we can share things that have helped us along the way, hopefully you can get there sooner than we did. Everyone has a gift. Everyone has a gift.